talking about how people will react, and 2027 election is beyond what members of any political party will decide. It's what Nigerians will decide. And it has a lot of things to do with confidence of the people. Now, PDP, it's you have a crisis in Abia, they're in courts. In Imo State, they're in court, the national chairman. In the South-South zone, they're in court. Now, it shows that the internal mechanism of PDP, PDP used to say it's a family affair. That internal capacity to resolve its own crisis without going to court is weakened. And when you are in court, you don't know when it's going to end. And that might suggest that, look, even due to Labour Party, NNPP, ADC, and it's like
have you bothered to ask yourself, what type of situation have we found ourselves in the country where it seems that every other party, apart from the party of the president, is unstable? You see, be careful when you desire that in a multi-party democratic space, that people are seeing that it seems as if it's only your party that is stable and every other party is unstable. They will begin to query, is there a hand of Esau interfering with things? I'm not saying that's a fact, but I'm saying that you have to be very, very careful. This democracy started in 1999, at least they won the first election in 1999. And all of those years, no matter what you saw, you didn't see this level of, destabilization in the other parties, even when PDP held sway for 16 years. Now, if the APC is in charge, whatever you say about Muhammadu Buhari's 8-year reign, you didn't get this destabilization of all the other parties. And suddenly, there's a 2-year plus reign, and suddenly, human beings that are in all the other parties are suddenly unable to, you just get the impression that something is happening. So people are going to look for the reason beyond what is being reflected. But I say to you clearly, if the ruling party, the APC, knows what is good for it, if the president knows what is good for him, he had better not be found culpable in the destabilization of the political. Let me tell you what will happen. Yes, he may win the election, even fair and square, to be fair, because people are jumping into his party, governors are playing, he may win fair and square. The challenge will start immediately after that victory. Because what would then happen is that there will be an amalgamation of a lot of forces who will be insisting that that election did not go well. And it may have gone well. And then what will then happen? We're going to be in a tunnel of a discredited election for no reason. And like I've been telling you, I've been here a couple of times, and I've always said, for the purposes of development, our greatest need now is to build consensus around leadership and around development. Okay, APC is in town. Let's just say that. What are the things we have agreed must be the developmental trajectory for the country? So while they are busy discussing politics and quarreling within themselves, the country is moving. Also, you remember you introduced me that I'm the convener of the alternative movement. It was seeing the danger in lack of reform on the sides of even the legacy parties like PDP and co. that makes you say, hey, we're running into a ditch. We need to go back to ourselves and go and re-interrogate the entire democratic process and try to see what's going on with our people. What are they saying? Why should anybody who is a Nigerian be happy that 93 million registered voters PVC collected and you're getting less than 20 million people turn up? Why should you be happy that you're looking at all the communication, micro communication platforms, social media and all that, and there's just a lot of anger? Why should you be happy that in a democracy, even when you say, okay, someone like me says, okay, I can see the direction of government policy, I can see what they're trying to do. Why are others not seeing it? So, when all the nations that you have seen, the Arab Spring and all of that, the leaders that were in charge, they were in charge of all the security apparatus of their country, but they couldn't really stop an implosion if the people get... You see, the whole idea of democracy is that people must have where to ventilate ideas. People must have where to challenge for authority. People must have where to further their ambition. And now they are all emptying into the APC. Good for them. Can I ask, how many governorship material do you have in one state in APC now as it stands? Now, how do you then manage their aspiration? How long do you think you can keep your backline humbled, loyal, and obedient when the top echelon of your organization is overfed and overpampered, and they have all the trappings of the goodness of life, even when your own members, say the APC members, are struggling? So, bottom line, I've seen this go before. In 2009, this will be a comment that will help you see. You don't talk off the call. In 2009, we were running Ogun with now Senator, then Governor Benga Daniel. Everybody was emptying into our party in Ogun, and I kept shouting, this party will implode. I said it to them, this party will implode. This party will implode. Guess what happened? By 2011, we imploded. We imploded so badly that for 14 years now, we've not even been able to pick it up the way we should pick it up. So I know what happens when easily impressionable people believe that the grass is so green on the other side. They go in there with their bad attitude, and then they stay there and start to bring their same attitude they've been using in the other place to corrupt the place. And I bought the APC from get-go. In 2015, Alhaji Lai Mohammed is alive. I told her, I said, listen, your party has won an election. You need to grow that party organically. This lazy attitude of thinking that Jack will suddenly become Jill the next day they come to your party is going to destroy the party. If you look at the APC now, does it even seem like the APC has an underpinning ideology that is driving it, other than there's a strong man in the president who can maybe dispense favor or dispense punishment?
Well, Mr. Showunmi,
how do you run a political party on an agenda that in the morning you wake up and remove a chairman and nothing is said, you remove a secretary and nothing is said? It's okay for them. I don't have a problem with it. I do not really have a problem, but I think that for the health of the democratic experiment we're running in this country, looking all around us, too risky.
Well,